Hey, what's going on, guys? Andrew here, back at you with another video. And if you can see what's going on behind me, you probably can't with this scene. It's not a very well-known, a very noticeable scene from the movie, but whatever. It's Trick or Treat. This movie doesn't have a menu, so I'm probably just gonna shut it off. Then anyhow, basically, if you're not familiar with this story, it's if you're not familiar with this movie, I highly recommend you watch this. I could not recommend it anymore. But anyhow, the brief synopsis of the movie is it's a anthology film. Basically revolves around 4 different stories. There's these teenagers who go to this like what is it? I can't remember where they go, but they go to this place where a supposed urban legend happened earlier. There's a tale of teenagers who are supposed virgins, or this girl who is a virgin. You know, it's supposed to be her night of, like, her sister and her friends are trying to, you know, break her of her virginity. There's also a story of a principal, and then there's also a story of the neighbor of the principal. And those 4 stories kind of intermingle, and they all have something. They all are kind of connected, but they are all 4 take place on Halloween night. Now, my thoughts on this one is I absolutely love this film. It is such a blast. The thing I love most about this movie is it just oozes and bleeds Halloween, more so than I think any Halloween film ever. I honestly, like, every single shot in this movie, every single piece of storyline in this movie revolves around Halloween in some way, shape, or form. It's either a Halloween tradition, a Halloween urban legend, a Halloween, you know, about the history of Halloween, every single camera shot in frame has to do with either a Halloween costume. There's jack-o'-lanterns in it. There's creepy scenery. Everything about this movie, every single shot pretty much has something to do with Halloween or horror related in some way, shape, or form. It is incredible. If you are a fan of, like, if you grew up, you know, like, celebrating Halloween and have a lot of good memories, this is absolutely the perfect memory to have, like, nostalgia and, like, just a celebration of the love of Halloween. This movie isn't necessarily scary as much as it is a love letter to the holiday of Halloween, and kind of a love letter to the horror genre in general. There's a lot of references to, like, the Lost Boys. There's a lot of references to a couple werewolf movies. There's a couple references to, I want to say, John Carpenter's Halloween, or John Carpenter in general. I can't remember what else there's a reference to that I caught. But yeah, this movie is, this is a go-to movie, a must for Halloween fans. For people who like horror or love Halloween in general. More so Halloween than the horror genre in general. But yeah, this movie, it was made in 2007, and actually you might not recognize it if you're not, like, a known horror fan. Because it actually didn't get a release into theaters. What happened is Michael Dougherty was one of the co-writers of Superman Returns. Not Batman Begins, Superman Returns. And that movie bombed at the box office and didn't do very well. So Michael Dougherty wasn't, like, they didn't know whether or not it was him who was at fault there, so they just shelved this movie, and they released it to home video with great appraisal in 2007. I think it was made in, like, 2005 or 2006 or something like that, and got released in 2007. This is a spoiler, but I just kind of upgraded this to Blu-ray. I watched it on Blu-ray last night. It looks great. Actually, this movie is shot very well too. It's beautifully filmed. It's the angles and everything about this movie makes you feel Halloween. So, yeah. The characters are all interesting. They're all like lively. There's a lot of love put into this movie. You can tell by the director. The actors had a fun time doing this. You can definitely tell, and it shows. Yeah, there's not much more to say without spoiling some of the things, because there's a lot of twist endings and things like that. So I'm not going to really get into some of those, because it's still a movie that's more under the radar that I think everyone should watch. I honestly don't think there's a better movie to watch for the Halloween season. This is definitely one that I'll watch probably I'll watch one more time before the Halloween season commences. So yeah, couldn't recommend this enough. I love this movie. If I were to rate it, it gets an 8.5 out of 10. Some of the negatives, like I said before, it's not very scary. It's yeah, some of the storyline doesn't work, and I can't get into that. But like, I just have a few nitpicks about it. It's not really anything big or major wrong with this at all. If you like a lot of like fun horror movies with like a great theme, this is definitely your movie. This really reflects the love of Halloween, and as it should. Which, by the way, they're going to be making a sequel of that soon. But yeah, that's my thoughts for the movie. As always, please like and comment down below. Now, tonight I will be watching. I'll be watching Rob Zombie's Halloween. So that's going to be my review for tomorrow. But I probably won't finish it tonight because The Walking Dead is premiering tonight, as you know. So I'll probably be watching that, going back and forth between that. I just definitely want to see who dies. But anyways, guys, like, subscribe. I'll see you tomorrow with Halloween. Have a good night, guys.